He surfs fast, he does big airs, he's powerful, and I could say the same thing for Mateus Herdy.
Yep.
I would say Mateus Herdy is from the San Clemente of Brazil.
Yeah.
Florianopolis, you know, there's amazing skateboarders, an incredible list of surfers there. Welcome back, surf fans. You're watching the Wallex US Open of Surfing, and boom, straight from the buzzer, Mateus Herdy, representing Brazil by way of Florianopolis, starts this incredible quarterfinal Heat 2 matchup. On paper, both these guys fighting for the same goal.
That was my analysis straight out of the gates, is that they are very evenly matched. They both got great flow. They can, you know, put big numbers up by doing good turns, but also by going above the lip. And that was a great start for Mateus Herdy.
They both have been doing this at a high level for a long time, stellar junior careers. And when you see them surf, I mean, they're championship tour caliber surfers already. Mateus Herdy now fading right. Quick start there. Literal tail slide. Comes to this inside section. Blows the tail. Quick, tidy reverse. I mean, that is all day easy surfing for Mateus. For the rest of us, that's just plain up radical surf.
And this board is just the flow master. He makes it look so easy. Even coming out of that with speed, he still had that momentum flying down the line, no worries. And then here, again, just watch him rotate out of it. No hitches whatsoever. Just clicks it.
We see Ethan Ewing do that exact maneuver on the championship tour where he's still flowing down the line. He comes out of it with like this springy speed, and it sets him up into that there, and it's so important.
It's a great start for him, you know, and Crosby gets forced into the situation of having to wait because he was straight into the priority situation, and here he's just going to get another wave.
I mean, obviously the momentum is with Mateus right now. That can all change. Crosby gets a decent wave. And here we go, Crosby Colapinto's opening wave here in quarterfinal heat number 2. Was slow on the start, waiting for this wave to build up, and it didn't really do him any favors there. 3-turn combination, good surfing, but the wave didn't allow for great surfing, so he'll get back to the drawing board and try to figure out a different look of wave to help him out.
We saw from Mateus's low score, although he did fit the maneuvers in, but he, you know, that one there he had to cut it short just to try and keep speed because the wave was a little bit soft. Gets a nice strong fin.
Hey Chris, big heat out in the water right now. Obviously both of them looking for a strong result here at the US Open of Surfing, as we see Crosby up and riding right now on this left, the one banger. But speaking of his year so far, on the qualifying series, a big win over in Barbados over Josh Burke, a QS 5000. That's really what catapulted him into qualifying for the Challenger Series.
What, 4 nations that pretty much filled the championship tour? That's growing, and that's a beautiful thing to see in the sport of surfing. Mateus Herdy now. Back to the business at hand. Who's going to make it to the semifinals? Good, clean surfing. Throwing spray with every turn he does. Not an easy wave to surf, but he sure made it look pretty.
Oh, man.
And yeah, Crosby with a 3-1-3 on that single turn, a 4-8-3 in his first. So if Crosby's 3-turn combo and 4-8-3, you got a higher level of surfers who haven't just lucked out in a few 10,000 events. And here he goes here. Mateus snapping that off the top, still keeping his momentum down the line, and a little check turn there. And that one, a little more emphasis and just a little tee off on the inside, so nothing overly critical there.
That's the thing. And so where do you work on that? Let's get him heat strategy-wise. Let's focus on that. And sure enough, now he's going to be almost unstoppable.
Let's go 8s and 9s. Mateus Herdy is foiling across the water. That wave completely dissipates underneath his feet. 12 minutes to go. We are straight back into it. Quarterfinal heat number 2 at the Wallex US Open of Surfing. Here we go. Crosby Colapinto needs a 7-1-7. Got a section to work with. Boom! Fins flying. Crosby takes to the sky. That is going to make this heat very interesting. As it stands now, before that score comes through, you got Mateus Herdy in the lead with a 6-1-7 and a 5-8-3. Crosby with a 4-8-3 and a 3-1-3. Definitely going to make an impact.
Yeah, and just the power in that first carve, and he's setting us up. You knew what he's going to do. And almost a full rotation, still lands tail first. The judges will take note. And wrapping that one back through. And this is a typical Huntington right here, and he's ramping up. Well, that was a legitimate aerial. We hadn't seen one in this heat yet, so we'll see where they go. But a 7-1.
Where does that factor in?
Yeah, and then
a rare occurrence for Mateus not to pull a front three like that.
And just the disjointed, too. I mean, he did the carve and had to work to get to that next section, so it wasn't consecutively.
The tide's coming in, so it is fattening up. We are seeing the waves a little more almond shape. Here he goes again, too. That second turn is money, and the third turn snapping back through. And that one looks like a lower trestles, fun little inside right-hander. You can tell that he feels confident. There's his crew just going berserk right next to our commentary. That's us right behind them.
That's what you call a combination of major maneuver.
Right, so it isn't a major set weight, but look at the steepness of the face through these maneuvers, straight top to bottom, getting some release out of it, driving, carving, cutback, so he's showing variety and a finish, right? So, but comparison, the 5.83 of Mateus Herdy, very kind of similar way, but this one feels like these impacts of these moves a little bit stronger, and I feel like it's going to turn the heat for him. He needs only a 5.5 to be able to get the heat turned, so lead change in my book.
Everything was in the pocket. For the average surfer, there's been really fun waves.
Well, maybe
here
now.
He goes. I mean, this is what he's been waiting for him for a 7. We'll see what he's got here.
Mateus Herdy locks into a right-hander with speed, gets the alley-oop.
You can hear the camps are
they're
trying to outdo each other.
Quick hop down the line. Again, getting over another section. There's the hunger on display from Mateus Herdy. Now that's really going to give the judges something to think about. That's a maneuver we haven't seen yet in this event.
Let's see what he does here. I mean, and there's a little spray somewhere. No, he got it, but amplitude not super high. I don't know if it's going to turn the heat, in my opinion.
No, I think just the end. There's not going to be really too many points in this end section there. You had to work hard for it. Maybe half a point or 3/4 of a point or something. But it'll all come down to that air, and we'll see. This is the good angle we want to see. So, yeah, he came high, not a lot of amplitude, as you said, and it's almost like it didn't bog, but he's lost a lot of momentum coming down the line.
I feel like that's a totally appropriate score because it was a tough maneuver to do, hard spot to do it in. He got credit for it. Wasn't enough, though. Now he needs a 7, though, so just incrementally helping him out. But Crosby Colapinto now. That looks like a nervous clap to me. They're not quite sold on that last wave.
Well, is it going to improve on the 6.5 that he already has? Probably not.
I don't think so. And he was looking at it too. And
I mean, that was smart of Mateus to basically make a move towards it, forced him to go on this wave.
That was a great heat. These guys had a little bit of a slow start, but things started to amplify throughout. Congratulations, Crosby Colapinto.
Sitting at 13th, that's a crucial result for him.
That's going to be a big jump for Crosby. And give it up to Mateus Herdy. A great event for him. That's going to be a keeper result, a quarterfinal finish, so he'll definitely be moving up the rankings as well.